Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Analyst and Investor Conference Call to discuss Q2 FY24 results of PTC India Financial Services Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star and then 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Abhinav Goyal, Vice President from PTC India Financial Services Limited. Thank you and over to you, Mr. Goyal.
Yeah, so very good afternoon to all our active shareholder, investor and analyst community at large. So we are pleased to announce a result which we did on Friday, and now we are here to discuss the result and way forward. So today we are having our MD and CEO Additional Charge Come Director of Finance, Mr. Mahendra Lodha, and we are also having our two executive directors, one Mr. S. Sivakumar, who is heading a credit division, and another one is Mr. Kallu Srinivas, who is heading a monitoring division of our organization. We are also having Mr. Sanjay Rustogi, who is Head Finance and Senior Vice President. And I am Abhinav this side. So now I request our MD and CEO Additional Charge to kindly elaborate the results. Over to you, Lodha sir.
Yeah, good afternoon all our investors, shareholders and so welcome and all analysts and welcome. So I will just highlight, we have already published our result for Q2 on Friday 27th October 2023. So I will just highlight few things of our result. So for the quarter ended 30th September 23, we achieved the total income of 201.81 as against the previous quarter of 193.23 as well as the same quarter of the last year of 22, 195. So profit before tax we achieved during the quarter ended 30 September 23 of 79.99 crore against the previous quarter figure of 49.24 crore as well as the last year of the same quarter of 70.27 crore. And profit after tax we achieved during the quarter ended 30 September 23, 59.77 crore as against the previous quarter figure of 36.76 crore as well as the same quarter of the last year, 52.66 crore. So even means all these ratios, most of the ratios have been improved. Just like means yield on earning has improved to 10.89 as against the 10.77 of the during the previous quarter and 10.58 of the same quarter in the last financial year. Net interest margin has also improved to 4.46 as compared to 4.33 during the previous quarter and the 4.34 of the same quarter during last year's same quarter, September 22. So outstanding credit is 7,175 as on the 30th September 23, and capital adequacy ratio has also improved to 38.58 as against the 34.90 during the previous quarter and 31.74 during the same quarter of the previous financial year. So that net interest margin has also improved. So as on the for the quarter it is 4.46 as against the previous quarter 4.33 and the last year same quarter 4.34. So means we have resolved few of the NPAs. So in detail means my colleague Mr. Shivakumar will later on mention. So one another thing I will like to highlight, the market cap is around 1750 crore. So these are just highlights. I will hand over to Mr. Shivakumar who will discuss in detail about that NPAs which we have resolved or the other NPAs which are at the verge of finalization of resolution.
Yeah, good afternoon everyone. I am Sivakumar. Going forward, we have around 4 NPAs in our book, and of which 2 were resolved just at the beginning of this present quarter, end of the last quarter. And one among them is Meenakshi Energy, having 150 crore of gross loan book that got resolved to NCLT IBC route. And also the other one is the ILFS Tamil Nadu Power Limited, wherein all the lenders have agreed for restructuring under the aegis of RBI circulars, and FCI and PFS also has done this ILFS Tamil Nadu Power restructuring, by which we are expected to resolve the gross loan book of 243 crore. It will have the restructured one, by which after a year it will get upgraded, but presently we will have around 70 crore as cash revenue, which we will get it. And other two larger books also, larger accounts also, we are in the process of resolving, and we expect to resolve. We are in advanced stages of resolving strategies, and we hope to resolve those things also by this quarter end or by next quarter. And as regards the other things also, we are having a pipeline of assets also, and also proposals. We are evaluating, and we will take a cautious call as we go forward, keeping the quality of our portfolio in mind. Thank you.
So, thank you so much, Siva sir. So, I request our Executive Director, Mr. Kallur Srinivas, to have some elaboration on few of the accounts which we recently recovered and way forward.
Thanks, Abhinav. Thanks, Rupaji and Shivakumarji. I think other point to add is in some of the other concerning assets that we had. We were in a position to settle in some of them, which is especially some of the distressed road assets, where in the last few months, substantial portion of it was resolved, and out of 5 such assets, 3 have been resolved, and only 2 in which the exposure also has been very less are are in the process of culmination as far as the resolution part of it is concerned.
Yeah. So thank you so much, MD sir, ED sir. So moderator, may we request you to kindly open the session for question answer?
Sure, sir. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. If you have a question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad and wait for your turn to ask the question. If you would like to withdraw your request, you may do so by pressing star and 1 again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. We will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. First question comes from Ritu Chauhan, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Please go ahead, sir.
Hi, sir. I just had one question. So I was going through the investor presentation. In that, I saw the state power utility contribution has been decreasing over the quarter. Get an understanding what is the reason and what is the outlook for it.
Sorry, come again. Can you repeat your question, please?
So I was saying that when I was going through the investor presentation, I came across this slide under corporate loan under respective sector. In that, the state power utility contribution has been decreasing over the quarters. So I just wanted to understand the reason for the same and what would be the future outlook.
Given our thrust towards the power sector, we have this the tilt towards the state power utility. But definitely, we are looking at to diversify our portfolio and to de-risk our portfolio from the overall exposures. We are looking at having more project loans and more spread over to the borrowers in various other sectors, including road, water, and so on. So in that process, it's a very regular happening, and through the repayment, and this is what we have. And it is also our effort to diversify our portfolio to various sectors and de-risk our portfolio from overexposure to one of the sectors. So that's where we are coming from that.
Another follow-up question. So, which sector do you expect the most growth? Which sector do you expect the most loan coming in the coming, let's say, half year or 1 year?
We are exploring various sectors, and especially EV charging, and also looking at the sectors such as roads, especially hybrid annuity, and also renewables, where we have a good take-off or counterparty risks for repayment and timely honoring the commitments. So these are the few sectors which we are looking at to grow.
Understood, sir. That's it from my side. I'll come back and get in the queue if I have any other questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. Next question comes from Vaibhav Gupta from Bowhead India Fund. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, sir. You are audible. Please go ahead.
Sir, we had plans to raise funds to fuel growth. So, any update in that regard, like the growth of the loan book?
Yeah. So we are already approaching, we are already in touch with all these bankers, and meetings are at an advanced stage, and we are about to succeed in getting the funds, because earlier they were telling to just wait for 1 more quarter. So that's why quarterly results we already published, and now we are approaching to all banks.
And sir, what is the quantum or amount of funds we are looking to raise?
Right now we are looking around 2,000 crore to 2,500 crore. Going forward, we will again approach for the higher amount with different banks.
Okay, sir. And sir, 2 of the accounts which have been resolved are Meenakshi and ILFS, right, sir?
Right.
And have we recovered what are the amounts we have recovered from each of the projects?
In ILFS, we are expecting funds in a day or two, and around 70 crores. And as regards Meenakshi, it is around, no, actually it will be around 55 or 60 crores we will receive.
So, sir, in ILFS, is there scope to get any further funds at any later stage?
Yeah. Balance we will receive over a period, and majority we will receive in next 2 years, and balance over a period of next 11 or 12 years we will receive.
11 or 12 months or 11 or 12 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a restructuring. Yeah, and
15-year restructuring.
yeah, it is a 15-year restructuring, and we will receive major part of the funds in next 2 or 3 years. Balance we will receive over a period.
Okay. And what is the full quantum which we will receive, sir?
It is actually the principal part is around 124 plus around 210 or 220 crores we will receive.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from Jayant Raghavan, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, dear sirs, and thank you for this opportunity. So, my first question was, am I audible? Hello?
Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Yeah. Sir, the first question is there were certain positions in the management, if I understood, which were not filled. So, over the period of time, I have read that some of the positions have got filled. So, is the management fully recruited now, or are there still some positions to be filled?
Yeah, I think most of the positions have already been filled. So I will just highlight earlier there was no any post of executive director. Now we are having 2 executive directors. One is executive director credit and another is executive director monitoring. So both the executive directors have joined. So in addition to that, chief compliance officer has also joined, and HIA is there, head internal audit is there, CRO is there, head HR is there. So almost all the top level positions or senior level positions have been filled. So we are expecting that regular managing director and CEO is also in the process of appointing.
Okay, that is good to know. The second question is now, when I'm analyzing your company's numbers, I am looking at it sequentially more than year on year, because after a restructuring, we are doing a fresh start. So we are seeing a very good improvement compared to the first quarter. And you had just mentioned that in addition to the first quarter, your lenders wanted to wait for one more quarter to decide how much to give and, in terms of lending. So what is your expectation going forward for the next 2 quarters? Will we be able to maintain the run rate of this profitability, or do you see any challenges in that, or whether we can see accelerated increase in the profitability and the disbursements?
Yeah, so parallelly we are working on that fundraising as well as that building that new pipeline of good proposals in new emerging sectors. And as far as profitability is concerned, means we are expecting to get it increased based on that further funding as well as that further deployment of the funds. So at this stage, if you see, you have rightly told, means if you compare with the results for the quarter ended 31st March 23, then quarter Q1 of 2024 means 30 June 23, as well as that quarter ending 30 September 23. So a lot of improvement is there. So now parallelly we are working on this, and we are expecting further improvement in this.
Okay, and last question, what is the book value right now? Do you have the figure?
Yeah, right now our book value is around 7,150.
Yeah, per share, how much it works out to?
Sorry?
Per share, book value per share, how much is it working out to as of September?
1 minute.
So we are just informing the figure. In the meantime, if in case you are having any other question, may please go ahead with that.
No, I'm done. I just want this info, that's it.
That's all.
Yeah, and this our market cap is 1,750, and then stock price has also increased from 12 to like it was higher at 31.4 sometime, some point of time. It's around 27, 28. Right now it is 38.5.
28.5, the book value.
38.5.
38.5, the book value.
Yeah. So this market cap is, I think, lower, much lower than as compared to the net worth what we are having.
Yes, that's what I wanted to know. And lastly, what is the ROA? Is it available readily?
Yes.
Yeah. So return on assets is 1 minute.
So, for the quarter ended 30th September, it was 3.13%. It's been improved in comparison to last quarter, where it was 1.92 only.
That is good to know. Okay, thank you very much, sir. You have a great day and all the best.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next question comes from AlphaStreet Shah, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I have two questions. So I can see that, can you give me some explanation on the same? Why has there been zero sanctions during this quarter? And going ahead, what should we expect?
Yeah, actually, we are looking at our fund position, though we have a good proposals pipeline of the order of quite good project pipeline. The proposals in hand, we are looking at our the fund position and then going ahead, and that's the reason we've been slightly muted in the sanctions. And I think going forward we will have a better sanctions once we have liquidity also in hand.
Okay, and one more question. So how do you see the sector mix going ahead?
As I told just a while ago, probably I don't know whether I can repeat it. As we go, we look at the sunrise sectors which are today looking at a better one, like EV charging station, those kind of mechanisms, and also we are looking at the largely risk-free returns like mature sectors like renewables, where we have a good counterparty risks apart from the HAM road projects, and those kind of sectors we are looking at. And we are also exploring to diversify our risks by looking at other sectors also from social infra and other things, so that we will have better the risk profile and diversified risk in our portfolio.
Okay. So as I can see in the presentation, so we are seeing quite a bit improvement in the sustainable infra segment. So how do you see the segment going ahead?
This segment is about to grow, and especially with our commitments to have reduce our carbon emissions and more investments coming in the sustainable infra space. I think this sector is bound to grow, and there are many opportunities we are evaluating, considering our size and our growth appetite.
Okay. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from Kunal Mehta from Equirus Wealth. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity, sir. Can you just throw some roadmap on your next 3 to 5 years with all the senior management positions being filled up? Can you just give me a road ahead in terms of loan book, sector you just mentioned, but in terms of loan book and growth numbers?
We are working out our growth pattern. We are looking at the book size to go by from presently around 7,500 to around 25,000-30,000 crores in next 3 or 4 years. And those with our we have used this time period for opportunity to resolve our bad accounts. So going forward, we will grow with more caution and with the lessons learned. So we look forward to grow about by 25 to 30,000 crore our assets in next by 2027 with good capital adequacy, and also quality of the portfolio would improve. And we are also having various plans for raising our resources to commensurate with our growth appetite.
Thanks. And one more thing, another question is, most of the provisioning has been done because this quarter probably the boost for to the profitability is obviously lower provisioning of about 2.753 odd crores. So can you probably throw some light on the provisioning number going forward?
Yeah, the provisionings for the bad assets which we had, 3 or 4 assets, have been fully provided for, have been sufficiently provided. 1 or 2 are fully provided. And going forward, I don't see any stress in providing any additional provisions. So as such, now we are entering the cleaning up phase, and mostly we will succeed in cleaning. And touchwood, we may not be required to provide any further.
Okay. So any guidance on credit cost then going ahead?
Yeah, credit cost, as you said, as I said, it will not grow from here onwards. So credit cost will remain same. And we are trying to look at and resolving it. So going forward with credit cost, we wanted to reduce it. Kunali, and also then our NPA will be entering into a 1 or 2% NPAs to move forward.
So Kunali, Abhinav this side, so good to you be here again. So if you go to slide number 26 of our investor presentation, we are having I think 10 account as a stage 3 loan account, including Danovind. But out of that, majority has already been fully provided of except 4, right? Now the 4, sir, our ED sir has already been mentioned. One is ILFS Tamil Nadu, where decent recovery is being expected, maybe 70 crore very shortly within a month, and so on. Then another account is Meenakshi Energy Private Limited. It is out of those top 3 NPA loan accounts, which are having some exposure. So Meenakshi has already been resolved. Now the third account is the Vento Power Infra Private Limited. This is a partly commissioned solar power project where revenue is coming to the organization. Now to the extent the provision being required, since it belongs to SN Group, the provision has already been provided of. Of course, our team is working with a focus to resolve this account as well, most probably in this financial year only. But at this moment, we say that whatever be the net of provision, that has already been provided of, and now we, whatever be the residual value, we are getting revenue to that extent. Now, the last account, which is the Danovind Park Private Limited, which is not an NPA account, but it is a stage 3 loan account. So in that account also, again, the decent recovery is happening, since, this account is not, this project is good. Only issue with this project was that the state was not honoring its commitment. Now the state has started honoring its commitment. So last year we have recovered around 60-70 crore, and this year also we are having decent recovery from this loan account. So overall, if you look at the portfolio of the company, it is quite impressive and good in terms of credit cost, since we are not expecting anything major to come. Now, if we look at stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, so stage 3 we have already been explained. Now stage 2 we were having 7 loan accounts, out of which 3 has already out from our portfolio that belonging to Sadbagh Group, 2 are in process of getting resolved. Now 2 account, there are no issues with the project as such major, and these 2 accounts may get upgraded maybe in a 1 year or so to stage 1 loan account. So the pipeline of projects from stage 2 to stage 3 also getting exhausted. So that's how we are wonderfully placed at this moment to position ourselves for next level of growth so as to deliver value to our esteemed shareholders.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Abhinav, for this. And one last question is, when you spoke about fundraising, what mode is usually, as in entities or banks, or whom are you going to tap in?
I guess you must have known that there is a lot of hearsay about the company. So that hearsay is not only, among the investor community, but with bankers as well and in media as well. And because of that, here the bankers have suggested to wait for some time, as rightly been mentioned by MD sir. And once the results of 1 or 2 quarters will get published, then probably they will look for fresh funding. So we also thought that let's have a consolidation first and to position ourselves for next level of growth, which we just explained. And now we are approaching our lenders for having a fresh line of credit to the organization. So that is the only challenge probably in front of us, and we are trying to address that also. So once it will happen, then probably the result will be evident in our performance in terms of increase in our portfolio, and as well as contribution to the bottom line of the company in terms of more EPS investment.
Okay. Fine. Thanks a lot, Abhinav. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad.
Any more questions?
As of now, we don't have any questions, sir. So I'm sorry, we have one more question, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sure. Next question comes from Channamalu, an individual investor.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
By the end of this financial year, how much loan book we can expect?
Sorry, can you repeat? Can you please come again? Yeah.
By the end of this financial year, how much loan book we can expect?
We'll be trying to use as much as possible. Definitely.
Hello, sir.
Try to keep the loan book more or less 1,500. 1,000 crores. That's
so total loan book, sir. Total loan book, what we can expect by the end of this financial year?
That's what, sir, I'm saying. Minimum of around 7,500.
In previous Concall, you said 9,000 crore we will try to reach.
Yeah, we are trying to make. We have our book size, our book also. So we are on a strong strategy and definitely maintain the present level, trying to improve as much.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. There are no further questions. Now I hand over the floor to management for closing comments.
Yeah, so I think we have addressed whatever queries are there from the investor side. So I would just like to highlight the whole team is working very hard, and whatever hard work we have done during last few months, so now is the time to get that results. So everyone is trying hard, and we are trying to increase the value of the shareholders by announcing that by improving the performance as well as improving the results. So thanks a lot to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your conference for today. Thank you for your participation and for using Doorsaba's conference call service. You may disconnect your lines now. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.